YouTube, petey twofinger here. Today it's basically a buyer beware of Office Depot online. I will basically try to tell my side of the story at the end of the video. I'll go into the details of that. Basically what happened was I needed something. It was a kind of a bad situation. I had already been through 3 units that were bad. I ended up seeing that Office Depot online had it. I ordered from them, and then I looked, after I had spent the money, it was $103, I typed in Office Depot online customer service reviews, and what I found shocked me. So I will take you there first. Oh my goodness, how do I do this? Okay, we've got Office Depot online reviews is what I typed into Google right now. Here is a place called Reseller Ratings. They have about 60 5-star reviews. There's maybe 10 or 20 4-star. In the middle at 3, maybe 7, and then 17 2-star, and 245 1-star reviews versus 57 5-star and 17 4-star. So that's the first place. Order experience, terrible ordering process, 1-star. About everything, 1-star. No 0 to give, 1-star. Do not use for a reason, 1-star. Horrible service, 1-star. Beware, greedmonger, liars, better places to spend your money. Do not shop here. Horrible online customer service. Horrible associates and managers. Order never shipped after almost 2 months of waiting. Refurbished, warranty not honored. No one takes accountability or willing to help. Got the runaround. And this is just page after page after page of people who will never order anything from them online again. Getting a refund becomes a part-time job lasting months. Absolutely terrible experience. Horrible experience. Employees retaliate if a customer complains. The return policy is horrible. Why are they in business? Refund never issued. Oh, here we got a 4-star. Quickly ship the correct item. Ordered a price sticker gun and they got it quickly. Thanks. 2-star. Ink cartridge never received. Received a box of Crayola crayons instead. That's pretty good. Empty package. Worst company I've ever dealt with. Buyer beware. Bait and switch. And these are all huge, like, people at the end of their wits. That's one site. Now we go to Office Depot reviews. Poor customer service, 1-star, 27. 2-star, 9. So yeah, it's not good. Employees have no experience, slow delivery, awful customer service, horrible employees, scam company, worst ever, beware. Looks like I got scammed by Office Depot. So frustrated. These are all just the titles of the reviews I've been reading to you. Ordered a computer 6 days ago, still not here. Called them to track, they told me it was delivered. Free delivery blows, 1-star. 1-star. School pencils are for students. They bought pencils and they're constantly breaking. The students can't use them. Maybe you should have got the crayons. Office Depot technology return ripoff. I'm not sure what that is. And excellent corporate response. Deals too good to be true. Office Depot cancels order without good explanation. That's what happened to me. Poor availability. Return policy for online orders. Most inefficient company I've ever worked with. No customer satisfaction. Here's another place. Trustpilot. Worst service. Another horrible website. Merchants beware, Office Depot. Disgusting customer service. Worst customer service. 1-star. Beware of the rewards club. That was another thing that kept coming up. My order was never shipped. Rebate problem. Workers very unprofessional. Do not use their service. Horrible service. Absolute worst customer service. So this is, imagine, imagine me, it's like the fourth, it's a motherboard for a computer. We had found this chip at Goodwill, and it was there. I read what it was. I looked it up. It's a $300 chip. And we went back a week later, and it was half price. It was $24, so I bought it. So we got a motherboard used for $25, bought the RAM, and it worked. It was incredible. It was so fast. And then the motherboard started flaking out, and that motherboard was bad. So the second one I got was the same brand. It was a Gigabyte. Same thing, but it ran for 3 weeks, and then it started flaking out, and then it died. So we returned that. It was $25, $55, and then the third one was $88. That was from Israel. That one, I sent the guy a message, is this new? And he goes, yeah, it's new. We get it. There's no seal on the box, although there had been one. The bag, the static bag was open, and the battery was installed on the motherboard, which they don't install the battery. You get the battery in a baggie when you buy a new motherboard. So yeah, that one didn't even turn on. And he sent us money. Normally you get a link in your eBay customer service page, and you click that, and it'll print out a shipping receipt. So you just tape that to the box, take it to your post office, and you're done. Well, he sent us money in my PayPal account and some instructions about custom stuff. So I tried to ask my wife to handle that because I didn't want to deal with it, and she like almost had a nervous breakdown. She was so mad at me. So then I tried figuring it out, and I was mad at her. We were all fighting about it. And then we took the thing into it weighed like 2 pounds 1 ounce, and we took it in, and he had shysted this this guy in Israel, this seller. No exaggeration. He had lied about the weight of the package somehow, and got it to ship under that 2 pounds. Where 2 pounds 1 ounce is $35, 2 pounds is like $22. So when we took it into the post office, the guy's like, no, it's 2 pounds 1 ounce. And I'm like, well, he shipped it to us, and they took it there. Can you just help me out, because I'm sending it back, and I don't want to have to pay. And he wouldn't do it. He was just looking at me. You know, it's like tapping on the screen, and I'm, come on, man. You know, can't you help me out? It's $22 in shipping money I'm giving you for this little box. Anyway, we ended up having to print up our own label and go through the customs stuff and come up with a QR code, figure out what that was for a motherboard. Like, he couldn't tell me the number. It's a 4-digit number. And then, of course, go to another post office, and my wife just was able, you know, she's kind of cute. She was able to just, the guy looked at the 2 pound 1 ounce and just sent it through. So we ended up, that all worked out. And then, you know, it's been like this, it's just this curse with this motherboards. And I'm reading like Gigabyte is the worst brand of motherboard, and no, people would never buy them, even new. So I get an Asus board from Israel. It was from Nazareth, which I'm like, homeboy, like, come on. So I see there's one at Office Depot, and I'm like, this is it. We're getting it. Because, see, the thing is, it's called a socket 1150. And right after they came out with that type of computer chip socket where you plug it into the motherboard, they quickly came up with a socket 1151 that had an additional 2 pins or 1 pin on it, and that replaced that. So the 1150 is kind of like a weird motherboard, and they're not around anymore. They've moved on. This is a little bit older. It is an i7 chip. It's a 4.4 gig. You know, you can overclock it. I think it runs at 4 gig, but when I had it, it was incredible. It rendered HD video. You would watch the blue line, you know, and it would be done. And I was like, this is like incredible, you know. Normally that would take 10 minutes for you know, a 5-minute video to render. So ordered it from Office Depot, and then after I did that, I went and looked, and I was like, I saw all that, I just read you, and I was like, it put the fear of God into me. So I'm looking at my order, and the delivery date is 2 months. So I'm like, I'm just going to cancel this. I couldn't cancel it. So I sent them a message, and I don't want to get sued for libel or anything, but one of the reviews that I read in here was that they had spited a customer, and this is probably not true. But he said that he got impatient because it was 2 months, and he kept bothering them about his order, and then when it arrived damaged. And there was like a note in there, like, or something like you got it now, or like something in this one that I read that I'm remembering. I'm probably remembering that wrong, and I don't want to get, that's hearsay. It probably never happened. It's probably an angry ex-employee, but I started being scared to even contact them and like bother them. They'd be like, "Oh, you want your motherboard?" But then they're playing frisbee with it on their break, or pooping on it or something. Like, I was just really scared. So the problem was the money, when you went to my PayPal, it was up there. It was like $103, and I'm like, they haven't taken this money out of our account yet. And in the meantime, I'm like spending money, and I'm thinking, well, what if they take that money? Our rent check's going to bounce. So it was 2 months, and then I'm waiting, and I don't have the computer. I'm using my old junker computer that's got USB issues, and it's just really, it's been very frustrating. So today's the 17th. This thing was supposed to come in 5 or 6 days. On the 23rd, it was supposed to come, and I've just been waiting for this day. I got an email today, and I guess I should just, so I don't get sued, I'm going to go and just read you the email that they sent. Well, they sent it yesterday in the middle of the morning. Yeah, 11:34 p.m. They sent it. I am sorry to inform you that we will not be able to ship your order as expected. We have been informed that our supplier will not be able to fill this order, and we no longer carry this product for sale. Please know that you will not be charged. On behalf of Office Depot, we sincerely apologize for any inconvenience that we've caused. And that brings me to a point. I'm not sure if I said this at the beginning. Let's see if they still offer it for sale, because they said they didn't. This is not the store. The retail business, Office Depot, is a separate entity. It has nothing to do, well, it does, but I don't think you really get bad customer service when you're there. It's people, you're dealing with them face to face, and it's probably just about, any other type of store. It's probably like, if you look it up, Office Depot reviews, it's probably a 3 out of 5 star, or 3.5 out of 5 stars, what it is. But when you look at the online reviews, that's where you run into this worst company ever type of stuff. So let's see here. Shopping. No, they took it down. I think they took it down. Now, it's going to be hard for me to say. Let me type in Office Depot. No, they took it down. Still, okay, what they did, nowhere on the page did it say used or refurb. I assumed, because of the price, that I was buying a new motherboard, and this was not the case. They were getting it from a seller, which what they do, they take the motherboards and they put them in something called an ultrasonic cleaner, and they run that and it vibrates, and then they pull that out, and it dries real quick, and it looks like a brand new motherboard. Well, that's fine, but if the capacitors are all shot, or if there's bad traces or whatever's wrong, maybe the thing will boot up a couple of times, and then as soon as you're stressing it, like you're gaming or rendering an HD video, the thing's gonna just blue screen, and that's what I ran into. So, buyer beware, Office Depot. If you're looking for something like a motherboard and they're offering you one, keep in mind they're getting it from a third party. And then this return process, you have to schedule a the way it works, when you order something from them, they do not take the money until their delivery guy comes, which is, I think it's UPS, or it might even be their own service that delivers the unit. And as soon as you sign for it and take it, at that point, the money transfers from your account. So your money will be tied up, and they did not have a delivery time. As far as I remember, I didn't see anything that said it would be up to 60 days. But it was. And our money was tied up for almost 2 months, 6 days short of it. So when you have an issue, you get the thing, install it, it doesn't work, then you have to schedule a delivery, a pickup. Their guy comes out to pick it up. And a lot of people said in the reviews that they would take the day off of work and the guy wouldn't show up. So it's very difficult to get your money back from, according to the reviews. Fortunately for me, it never went that far. The mistake I made ended up costing me, 60 minus 6, 54 days of my time. And then having that $100 tied up where I couldn't, because right away I was trying to cancel the order and there was no way to cancel it. That option did not, they said, well, you go here, you click on this page and it'll be a blue thing, and you click cancel. Well, that blue thing was not there. So there was no way for me to cancel it. And I was considering, getting a hold of PayPal and going through this whole process. And it's just this thing with this motherboard's been so much of a hassle. I'm thinking, well, maybe I should just wait and it'll come and it'll work. Buyer beware, Office Depot.